out here, and that's perfect for the conversation. So how you guys doing today? I'm glad hope everybody's enjoying the sunshine. Hopefully you got the day off of work for the weather conditions. Had a few people ask questions about the solar system. So I talked about how the rates are going to be going up a lot, and it sounds like just about everywhere. The one I was talking about was AES in our area. It sounds like Duke's going up too, and I imagine that's going to be probably nationwide, if not just here in Ohio. So when you get these panels, at least this is all coming from the company that I've dealt with. I'm assuming most companies are about the same. However, I can only speak from my experience. When you buy these, they are yours. You're not like leasing them from the company or anything crazy like that. You are getting a loan through a bank with them, and they are yours, unless you can pay out the pocket, but yeah. So what happens if something goes wrong? These panels right here behind me, right here, they are guaranteed for 25 years. Guaranteed. If they reduce in efficiency by, they guarantee them 80% efficient. So if they start off obviously 100%, if they drop below 80% efficient, they will replace them free of charge, install them free of charge. It's on their dime. Maintenance. These are designed for this area. If you get them in Texas, they're designed for Texas. So they're going to probably be thinner glass, but they're going to absorb more sun. They're going to handle the heat better. These are designed to handle things like hail, and severe winds and things like that. They're made for this area. If they get damaged, they will come out, they will remove them, they will replace them on their dime. It's all covered. They're all under warranty for anything. Now if somehow a tree falls on them from a storm, that's covered under your homeowner's insurance. That's not covered by them. But if anything goes wrong with these, for any reason, that they cover them. It's taken care of, so you don't have to worry about that. Somebody's asking about the taxes, about whether it was a tax credit every year. Depends how you do it. You get 26% right now. It used to be 29%. The government's reducing that every couple of years because it's becoming more mainstream. So it's an incentive. Right now it's 26% when I got mine. The way that works is it just comes off of what you paid in taxes. So if you don't pay enough money to get it all in the first year, you get a tax return every year for up to 10 years. So if you pay enough the first year, you get the whole lump sum all at once, which would be fantastic. I don't make that much money. So let's see, the batteries. The batteries are not covered for the 25 years. I think it's like 15 years or something like that. It's a secondary company. It all works together. They have a partnership together, but these are not made. The panels are made by the company that I deal with. The battery backup and inverter are a partner company. They are still covered. I think it's 15 years, something like that. And again, anything goes wrong, they come out, they take care of it. Also, when I say they do not contract anything. They do it themselves. If there's a problem, you don't have to go find the contractor and hope that he still has a business. If there's a problem, you call them directly. They come out and do it. And they have vehicles they got their names plastered all over. They're proud of who they are. You can find them. That meant a lot to me. I don't have to worry about who this crew is, whether it's their first job. None of that. It's all done by the same people. Let's see. Generator backups. I was asked about that. I've thought about doing that myself. We actually sell generators on my website as well. You shouldn't need one. When you have this installed, you can decide the size of the battery pack you want. There's up to, I think it's 6 cells in the battery pack, and you can get as many packs as you want. right now, if I was to lose power, that power line right there breaks or something, if somehow I was to lose power, that battery pack should run the essentials in my home for up to 48 hours. I don't know about where you live, but every day the sun comes up where I live. The nice thing about that is these panels, with my house running at 100%, I drain down my battery at night, and right now, see, it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, my battery's fully charged and I'm just selling back to the grid. So what that means, if I was to lose power in a storm, it goes down, I would lose about half my battery over the day. The next morning, it would charge back up to 100% and maintain my home. If for some reason we lost power and we lost the sun for a whole day, I don't know how that would happen unless you're like in Alaska, it's gonna recharge. So realistically, I can run my essentials indefinitely off of this system. And now essentials are what I chose them to be. I've got lights, I've got my microwave, I've got my toaster, my refrigerator, all my freezers, my well, all of that I considered essential. I need to keep my food cold. I need to be able to, heat up the basics. So you can boil water in a microwave. You can do all that. I did not add things like my water heater. We can take cold showers. I don't need to be wasting electricity and hot water. That's a luxury for me. Might not be for you. If I wanted to run my entire house, I could have got a second battery pack and just never slowed down. I'd lose power and I wouldn't even know it. Neighbors are all freaking out and I'm just like, I'm still watching TV, playing games and doing laundry. That's possible. You can do that. It just costs more to put more battery packs in. It's completely versatile. You can do what you want. I got 4 panels more than they suggested for me because I got a big old barn. I want to be able to power that and heat that in the winter with electric as well. So I hope that answers all the questions. Like I said, if you go to the link below or just go to gentlemanoutlaw.com/solar, you can put in your information there and they're going to contact you. They'll actually come out, they'll set up an entire system digitally on the computer. You can look at it, you can see where it's going to be, you can see what it's going to cost, you're going to see your return, how long it's going to take to pay it off, what your bill is going to be, everything. I've mentioned before, I got a big house, all heated with electric. I got the barn all heated with electric. I got a whole bunch of stuff out here that runs with electric. I was using over 5,000 kilowatts a month, which is outrageous because I got rid of propane. I got rid of natural gas. I don't want any of that. I want everything electric. My water heater, my heat, my air conditioning, my stove, all of that is purely electric. If anything goes wrong, I can make electric. I didn't want to run it. That's why we didn't go with a generator. I think generators are fantastic, but I got a propane tank here. When we first moved here, our heat was propane. And I got a big old long driveway, goes around the house, goes way out to the road. And we were out of propane. We had like 2 days left before we were done. And they couldn't get to us because of the snow. It wasn't even that much snow. It was just a little bit of slush and they were afraid to get their truck stuck. And I ended up having to tell them, hey, you need to get down here and fill my tank because it's not my fault you waited this long to fill my tank because you're supposed to come out every week and you haven't been out here in a few weeks. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of relying on people. I can rely on this. I can rely on this right here. I can rely on myself. I don't like the idea that some guy with a truck has to come down here if he isn't sick, doesn't feel like it. That was scary for me and my family. It was winter. I mean, winters aren't terribly harsh here in Ohio, but it can still be dangerous. If we were to some reason not be able to get propane for a month or two, I mean, that could be deadly in the wrong year. I don't want that. I put everything electric, so I'm running way more than I need to. So, like I said, my electric bill was $500 a month. It's outrageous. It was intentional. It's still cheaper than paying for propane for me. My panels cost me $300 a month. So that's $200 a month I'm saving. On a day like today, I'm making money. Yesterday, we sold back 24 kilowatts to the electric company. That's insane. At 10 cents per kilowatt. Doesn't sound like a lot of money, but instead of buying 20 kilowatts, I sold them 20 kilowatts. And I get that money back. They'll settle up with me at the end of the year. So if next month, that was one day. That wasn't 1 month, that was one day. So next month, if I use a little, they'll just take that off the credit that they owe me. Today, I haven't used anything from the grid. Last night, we went all night on a battery backups. Woke up this morning, sun came up, charged the batteries back up. We're doing fantastic. So, the idea of what does this cost? Nothing. They gave me a credit, a rebate when they set up the system for 1 year. Again, I can't promise that'll happen depending on how long it's been since you've seen this video. But right now, the government's giving you 26% back and they're giving you a rebate. My rebate was for an entire year's worth of payments. And I didn't have any payments for the first 2 months. I have not needed to pay anything out of my pocket for electricity or for solar for 3 months. Now go ahead and look at your electric bill. You're so used to paying it now you don't think about it, but most people are between $150 and $250 for electric. What could you do with an extra $250 a month in your pocket for doing nothing? Also keep in mind when the electric rates double, you're going to be paying anywhere from $300 to $500 a month. I'm not. I'm paying $300. Period. So it's definitely something to consider, something to think about. We've been given this fantastic sun. It makes you happy. It warms the air. And now it literally puts food on my table. There's a lot of things to think about. Like I said, you go to gentlemanoutlaw.com/solar, put in your information, they're gonna contact you, usually within the same day or two, unless right now they're really busy, it might take a couple days. But they'll contact you, they'll set everything up. If they come out, they spend, as much time as they need to set everything up, and you don't like it, you just tell them to get out. They'll shake your hand and walk away. Unless you really don't like them, then they won't even shake your hand, they'll just say thank you. They're good people. Definitely worth looking into. If you have any questions, comment below. This video here is based off of a question I got in the comments. I'd be more than happy to make more videos based off of any questions that I get. So go ahead, again, gentlemanoutlaw.com/solar, and let me know what you think.